the local movies, etc. again. So be right back. Here we go. Hello and welcome to game number 3 for virtus.pro versus Fnatic for the Russian Dota 2 League, sponsored by Ritmix. Before I do anything else this time, I'm just going to show you quickly the winner's bracket. It's a double elimination bracket. Every game is best out of 3. And we now see a virtus.pro versus Fnatic. So we're going to see which one of these two is going to be getting ahead and which one is going to be dropped down to the loser's bracket. This is the deciding match for that one, but at least both teams will still have a chance regardless of the outcome of this match. After this game is going to be Empire versus Mousesports in a best out of 3, and I won't be casting these matches by myself. I am joined today by Clairvoyance. Welcome back.
Hello.
So we're going to see a mix on virtus.pro once again. They have played it both games so far, once as a support and once as a solo mid. We're going to see how it goes now. We're going to have a Wisp Coddle Batrider being banned also for the first time, and a Gyro being banned in Fnatic's side, and a Gyro being banned all 3 games. They really don't like him. Or they really don't like virtus.pro with him, let's put it that way.
Pretty much, yeah. That hero just, it has too much efficiency built around it. I mean, he puts out so much damage without, like, you don't even have to have items. And of course, when you have items, it's even stupider. But yeah, he's a really good hero. What's going to be interesting now is that, you know, they banned Darkseer in game 1, they let it through last game, and Darkseer had an impact as to why they lost. Are they going to pick it up this game? Like, once again, in my head, I don't think that hero is all that amazing. And Nyx Assassin is a pretty good counter to Darkseer. So I would personally say no, but Fnatic might have a game plan in mind and they might try to pick up the Darkseer here.
Yeah, we also still of course have the Shadow Demon in the pool, something that they really love, but they pick up the Darkseer still. Taking our time to think about it though, together with the Shadow Demon still.
Darkseer,
So we were both right. Happy times.
Very standard combo. Yeah, as you said. It's VP though, I think they're actually going to pick up their profit this game. They haven't run it once yet. And they really love that hero. So, I mean, I can't see them not taking profit this game.
Yeah, Profit and Lifestealer as well. They like that one as well, I believe. But Phantom Lancer, I mean, last game went really well for them. And I have to say, it was partly because of Phantom Lancer. So are they going to pick up Phantom Lancer again?
Yeah, you know, the thing with Phantom Lancer, though, is there is a possibility. But I actually don't think BP is going to take PL again. Because this is the main reason why, to be honest. Like, heroes like Undying, PL, and Anti-Mage, when you pick them, your game plan is just straight up obvious. Like, when you... Okay, they actually took it again, so they actually just straight up... They want to go for the win. But,
and the Nature's Prophet still with them.
Yeah. When you pick heroes like those, you... Like, your game plan becomes so obvious that the enemy can just always learn to play around it. Of course, and then it's just a matter of how easy it is to play around it. Like, it's easier to beat an Anti-Mage than it is to beat a Phantom Lancer in many case scenarios, for example. Because PL just doesn't have as many openings. But at the same time, yeah, like, Undying still, for example, a really amazing pick. PL is actually a, like, first pick material, even ban material some games, because if you know a team that picks it consistently, you should ban that hero. But yeah, like, because the game plan becomes bloody obvious, some people just they don't really enjoy playing that style. Like, once again, with Undying, some people just don't like playing with Undying, and the only teams that really pick it nowadays are VP and Empire. Tinker.
Oh, I like it. It's the counter against the Nature's Prophet. They want to have some global going as well. It's going to be Tinker. I have to say though, if you pick up a Tinker against a Phantom Lancer, of course in the start it's great because that Merchant Machine is going to clear out the squishy illusions. But if that Phantom Lancer gets bigger, then the illusions are not going to die, the rockets are going to hit the wrong targets, and it's going to be quite difficult. Though of course the laser, if you hit it on the right target, it will make a big difference. But I'm not sure if it makes a big enough difference.
You're actually absolutely right on that. The rocket thing that you mentioned is actually especially huge. If you can't get targets with your main spell of harassment, then it just becomes that much harder to stop pushes. But more importantly, I really, really don't like the Tinker pick here because I think Nyx Assassin is like literally the hardest counter to Tinker available. Once again, that hero counters everything, but
Yeah.
but Tinker really gets shut down hard by Nyx Assassin. Like if he just screws up your flow once with a Spike Carapace where he just goes into the March and then just tanks it and screws up your TP, your rearm, something like that. Your mana early, as well as your ability to blink and escape and all that kind of things, it gets shut down. And the fact that they have a Prophet to follow up with, if they do ever do that, some sort of that combo, Prophet just TPs into the trees and makes trees to find the Tinker. That Tinker is dead.
Yep.
So I think Fnatic, they really need to do well, really, really well in their lanes. And honestly, I'm not sure if they have the best heroes for it. And I say that entirely because of Tinker, though. Shadow Demon and Darkseer are perfectly fine in their lanes, and some are actually even really great. But that Tinker pickup, I think, was a little bit premature, and they might have taken it because VP actually banned it as their last ban last game. But I don't know. I don't think Tinker is a smart pick here.
Well, we'll see how it's gonna work out. Fnatic actually bans out the Puck. We still have no mid hero yet for Virtus.pro, so we might see in the ban out for the Puck, and maybe also something like the Queen of Pain. Is it still in the pool?
Yep.
I'm actually thinking Storm wouldn't be too bad for Virtus.pro either to pick up.
Yeah, Storm wouldn't be bad at all. Storm would actually be really fantastic with VP. Their lanes would become pretty solid, and VP would just basically need, like, once again, something like a range support, as you said last time, for their PL trialing with Nyx. Oops, that's mine, guys. 1 second.
Okay, we're gonna be seeing the Lone Druid getting banned out for Virtus.pro together with the Antimates, because we still know that Fnatic, they kind of miss their main kind of carry person, so no Lone Druid, even though I have to say Fnatic's Lone Druid in the last game, I mean, it didn't really make a big of a difference. Both games actually didn't really work out that well, though. Well, actually the first game was on the side of Virtus.pro, but Lone Druid hasn't been making that big of an appearance this match. He's been on the losing side both times. We're gonna see the Luna, another carry, getting banned out, and then Magnus was the ban out for Fnatic for their mid lane. We still have the Queen of Pain in the pool, and with the first pick going to Virtus.pro, I'm not quite sure what we could expect. Like, if you leave the Storm Spirit and the Queen of Pain in, they're probably gonna try to at least, Fnatic is probably gonna try to pick up at least, and maybe one of those is actually not gonna be either of those. It's gonna be a Rubik that gets picked up by Virtus.pro. So that is gonna be their secondary support, though, as we saw previous game, Nyx Assassin might be going mid. They might be trying to do something like last game, even though without a Darkseer it will be a bit more tough, but it's still definitely possible. Although Fnatic realized what was going on and they banned out the Alchemist, which was of course one of the supports in the previous game that worked out very well. But we'll see what they're going to be doing with that. Welcome back.
Alright, I'm Black, boys. I never get a phone call, but goodness gracious, the one time I do, it's on stream.
Yay.
How interesting. Makes it look like I got contacts. But anyway, so yeah, the Rubik actually got picked up. Actually, why did Fnatic let that hero through? I don't know. I thought it was quite obvious that Rubik would have been picked up. So now when that happens, and VP can now opt for a Queen, because Queen's actually really good against Tinker. It forces Tinker to do the double nuke build, and there's an Earthshaker. But if they're not going to take Queen, they're just going to let the Nyx Assassin solo mid. So they actually have a lot of options. Their draft is looking really solid. And I think Fnatic's going to do their off-lane Earthshaker with Hani getting boots first and walking around the map looking for kills. Which would mean that Queen is actually a really amazing pick here again, because Queen can survive that. And Fnatic, more importantly, they don't have very many stuns right now. They have disables in the sense that Earthshaker is disabled, Shadow Demon is disabled, Darkseer is semi-disabled with the vacuum pulling in. But I'm not sure if they can shut down like a Nature's Prophet and Queen and Phantom Lancer just pushing all the lanes.
If Queen is actually going to get picked up, because I already said in the previous, as I thought that it was going to get picked up instead of the Rubik, but they still didn't pick it up, and they're actually taking their time into bonus time.
This is odd.
I kind of like the Earthshaker though. Like, imagine Earthshaker having a Blink Dagger, blinking into zillions of illusions and Echo Slamming, and the real Phantom Lancer is around there as well. But then imagine the same scenario without the real Phantom Lancer being there, and then you feel a bit stupid, but the idea is there.
Goodness gracious, you sound like you're speaking from experience.
No, there was actually it was in a movie of one of the
okay.
of one of the.
Well, I can say I would speak from experience if I had that scenario. Because you're absolutely right though. But the biggest problem with Earthshaker, actually, Earthshaker has a lot of details that are really important to know. First of all, Earthshaker is actually still a very top tier pickup, sometimes even banned in Dota 1 and the remnants of it rather, because churn rates and animations are just not as good as they are in Dota 2, in Dota 1. and therefore because of the limitations of the engine, the Earthshaker Fisher block and stuff is extreme, like a lot more game changing than it is in Dota 2, and a lot easier. But oh, there's a clockwork. Okay, another counter to Tinker and Earthshaker. So, Meep.
Meepo!
Well, all right, No Tail, show us what you got with the micro skills. Micro skills. So yeah, Earthshaker, his import somewhat a little bit lackluster to his Dota 1 counterpart, but it's still a really good hero. But once again, it's so hard to farm a Blink Dagger on that guy, and especially against heroes like Nyx Assassin, PL early, Earthshaker, I'm not sure if that's going to be very, very strong. But honestly, I don't know. I have no idea what to say about this game anymore. I think VP is actually just going to take it because of picks, but I mean, I've been proven wrong with No Tail's Meepo before. The
I was gonna say, because I don't know that Meepo.
Yeah, his Meepo is actually, oh my gosh, man, that guy's Meepo is something else.
I just spoiled the chat. I just told them before they saw it. Makes me feel happy.
Well, you got that leverage and the advantage over everybody else, right?
Yep.
So why not?
I kind of like it though. Like, is this a surprise pick? I'm wondering if virtus.pro know how to deal with it. I have to say though, if the Fatal Dancer gets big, he's still able to take on all the Meepos as well, but can they actually get big enough before the Meepo is big enough? That's the question.
Yeah, with Tinker creating a lot of the space, if he gets early advantage, then it might be changing. But
we'll find out.
I don't know.
So
I really don't know, man. Meepo against PL and Nyx Assassin and Prophet? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Meeple's pretty okay against Clockwork though.
Yeah, Meepo against the Nature Prophet is going to be interesting, but we'll find out. Nyx Assassin, yeah, can also pick. I don't know. There's a lot of burst up on virtus.pro as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just one Nyx gank with a Prophet ultimate is gonna kill any Meeple, even the main one. And I mean, I trust this guy's micro skills, but you know, there's only so far you can go with micro skills.
We're going to be seeing, so No Tail is going to be playing the Meepo for Fnatic on the Radiant side, Handy on the Tinker, Fly on the Shadow Demon, Era on the Earthshaker. I will say it again. Era, Earthshaker.
Oh, I heard you. I'm just taking my time to take it in.
Yeah, because normally he's like Chaos Knight, you know, the Lifestealer, Nyx. So, you know, big, tanky, hard-hitting kind of guys, and he's Earthshaker. I'm kind of curious to see how he does with that. Earthshaker carry, most amazing thing in the world, if played nicely. Though again, I mean, that's, yeah.
Honestly, it really is, man. I gotta say, like, this guy, I really hope he just breaks the metagame right here. I really do. I really love carry Earthshaker, but more importantly, a fast blink on Earthshaker really is devastating.
It is, and it's, I mean, you talked about Fisher maybe having a bit less impact in Dota 2 than it has in Dota 1, but it's still a big impact spell, and if you get his levels up fast enough, and that
you
blink
never undermine the power of a long range disable.
Exactly, it's gonna be interesting to see. For virtus.pro, by the way, we have got NS playing the Rubik, Airman or Illidan gonna be playing that Phantom Lancer, of course, with Santa on the Clockwork, with Tamer Wild once again on the Nyx, so we're gonna see him going for a fast bottle in the mid lane, and KSI is gonna be playing the Nature's Prophet this game, and is already sending his Treants
to scout. Oh, you know what? I think VP already won though. Do you see the courier difference? Oh gosh.
Oh,
I think VP's got a lot more keys worth on their courier. I think they won, guys.
Why does it say the color like 051206? What's that?
Oh, okay. So I recently heard from some of my trading Fnatic boys that the colors indicate back then, just some time ago. I'm not sure exactly when. You were able to customize certain colors about your ethereal flames. I think this is what it's called, ethereal flames.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're kind of legacy now because you can no longer do that, which means these couriers with their specific color numbers, color panels, they're worth a lot, like worth more than all of my earnings on Dota 2, and that's quite embarrassing for me to say, but that's just the reality. They're worth a ton, and I think VP's courier is really, really nice.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you think No Tail knows how to play a guitar? He's carrying one.
Goodness gracious.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh, his Meeple is actually pretty baller.
Yeah, it is. We see an S actually trying to harass Trixie, but Trixie got himself an Invis rune and is going to be chasing down an S.
Oh gosh, that's a lot of free XP for the Darks here. But more importantly, I think he should... It's just the Rubik. it's always confusing when you see these 2v1 matchups against Darkseer. Darkseers need to win their lane, and they need to play aggressive. Trixie, if he's just gonna single shell here, it's gonna be bad. He should have double shell for sure, or he should not reveal himself at all. And I think he's just not gonna reveal himself at all. It's probably the right way to do it.
Yep.
So, yeah, and then the next wave he's gonna go for the double shell because he's gonna get every CS denied on him.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing Santa in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get disrupted. There's gonna be a Meepo with a net around him as well. There will be a Fissure. The clocks are still there, but I don't think it makes a difference. Santa, actually, he is running. He is gonna be able to stay alive. 70 HP left. The triple man gank. Everything used they had was not enough.
Oh man, just imagine if that was anything but a Meepo.
Yeah, that was Meepo not getting the job done. And they're gonna try to go again. Santa, disrupted. Cogs are still up this time, trying to help out. There's no net this time. Oh, Santa getting Fissured. On the right side of the Fissure, though, he is gonna get netted once more, but it's not gonna help Fnatic at all. And they're gonna be wasting 2 sets of Fissures, 2 disruptions, and 3 webs nets on that one.
Yeah, Santa's owning the long lane, but Clockwork really is. He is actually an annoying little bugger. Those cogs, man. Oh my gosh, the fact that they have. I mean, their values change as you grow, but the fact that they have such long-lasting at level 1, as well as the knockback effect, it makes it really, really difficult to kill him with melee heroes.
Okay, we're gonna have the courier already bringing the bottle soon to tame him out. He actually pops his out, and the courier's actually gonna go top first. I'm not sure if that's really worth it because Hani is already having his courier brought him his bottle.
Yeah, it's actually it's good that you pointed it out. Chicken usage is actually very important. Sometimes just missing a slight bottle crow timing can mean that you get your hero killed for whatever reason. These details are extremely situational, but they do occur. But this is, I guess, yeah, this Ring of Protection, the PL does need it. Against the Darkseer, you need to have Tranquil Boots, and that item is literally like the saving grace for a lot of hero matchups right now. Because against heroes like Darkseer, if there were no Tranquil Boots, that hero would win the lane every time.
That's true. Well, we're going to be seeing the courier taking his big journey now towards the lane. We're going to be seeing Trixie maybe in a bit of difficulty because here also comes KSI. They want to go for him. The telekinesis will be there to stop the surge from happening. Stun is there. Iron Shell's going up. He's trying to take down Airman before he goes, and he might actually be able to do it. No, the Doppelbog. KSI still not in range for those last hits, and that's going to be Trixie. Another surge, and it almost worked out in his favor.
Yeah. He actually just owned this lane straight up. He forced 300 mana out of the PL. He has no HP and PL has to go straight for Tranquil. And even then when he uses his Tranquil, he's going to have no mana. He lost his regen. He could have actually just died to the neutrals, but that would have been a risky move after after KSI teleported in. So he's just going to go back to base and heal now. But this is actually not looking bad for him at all. VP is going to do a little bit of pulling here. They're gonna get the PL back on track with his HP. But when Trixie comes back, they still don't have the heroes that need to zone out the Darkseer. This Darkseer is still going to get levels, and he's still going to get farm. And the fact that he's doing it versus 2 to 3 heroes, is the most important thing to consider.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Though Trixie is having to stay in base for a very long time though. Like, he misses out on quite a bit, and he's actually gonna be able to TP back before the wave comes in, so it's not that bad, I guess.
Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, he's gonna get these CS. He's gonna get the next wave CS. Good for VP. Good thing for VP is that they're denying a couple creeps, but like this PL is not gonna get a free farm lane anymore. I mean, he's still doing really well in CS, but there's no way you can just like your hero just does not sustain versus this Darkseer very well. And we can see now Santa's still level 1. He's just taking his talents to stacking the ancients, stacks on stacks on stacks, and I'm not even sure who's gonna farm that later. Probably PL, but. There's a good likelihood that this Tinker might just be able to steal.
I was gonna say, because that's risky. Maybe they're gonna use it to bait the Tinker though, like that would be good.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes on the dire hill, that's when they have problems. But yeah, if he just stays below the hill and just starts spamming March, Tinker March is actually really, really hard to fight against. It's just, you know what, I would go on and say, like, before your heroes are level 11, you cannot fight in 2 stacks of March, because that spell, if you get lucky with a couple hits, it does ridiculous amounts of damage.
Yeah, and he's actually maxing it first, so he'll be able to get that going for him and actually indeed just clear out those ancient stacks real fast. Gonna be seeing Tame about almost level 6 though. Like, we're gonna see him trying to go for a kill, probably up on Honey. I don't think he'll be able to kill him off by himself.
Yeah, probably not. Honey's being smart by just
We're
keeping
gonna
his
be
mana
trying
pool
to
at
go
0.
on Trixie again. Here comes the Nature's Prophet. This time he has a Sprout though, but you have to actually get it off to be able to do that.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh.
He had Trixie had tangles, so, and you know what? He actually did something really smart too that a lot of people might have missed. He bought and he spent his gold, or he tried to spend a little bit of his gold. Like he thought he was gonna die, and he started spending it, and then he realized he wasn't gonna die. That's actually a really, really difficult habit and a mechanic that everybody needs to get used to. Like I, for one, I'm really bad at that.
You are
I'm not
a
very
robot.
good at using. Pardon me?
Robot. I'm gonna be recalling you because you're sounding like a robot.
Uh-oh.
So give me a moment. I'm just gonna hang you up and call you back. There we go. Welcome back.
Hello.
Yep, everybody good again.
Sounds good? Okay. That's not my fault, guys.
No,
Skype.
no,
I
it's
think
just Skype messing up.
Yes, it's not my fault. Sweet. So, I was saying a little bit about how the, I'm not sure if anybody heard, but Trixie, he was using his gold just as he was about to die, and that's actually a big deal a lot of times. Everybody has games where, like, all of a sudden they're just, like, 100 away from their blink dagger or something, and then they die, and they TP back to a lane, so they use the money for TP, and then they die again because they wasn't expecting a gank, or they were pissed that they didn't get their item, so they try to finish it in a rush. These kind of things do snowball into bad scenarios that change the game, and Trixie was being really smart. Also, yeah, and with regards to the Sprout, he had tangles, so...
Yeah, true, but at least you would be able to force one out, but I guess it's
yeah,
not worth
exactly.
the mana.
Yeah, it would have been
We
something.
actually have got No-Tail finishing up his level 6, so he's got 2 meepos.
Oh my gosh, you need to watch this guy farm. Like, he is... I guess it's not so much even his farm, but his meeple micro, it really is, like... You know, there are these things that certain critics would say, like, oh, I could do that kind of thing. He's one of the people that actually just does it. So...
We're gonna be seeing it. He is gonna be moving one of his meepos towards mid lane, but we're gonna follow top because
Oh,
it's gonna
top
be Airman in a lot of trouble.
Oh
Trixie
my gosh, Airman.
is staying
Oh, what are you
alive for
doing,
not. No,
man?
one more tower hit. He will also go down. So 1 for 1. But Trixie gets the first blood up on the farming Phantom Lancer. Nature's Prophet thinking about TPing him. We actually have got Team Amal on level 6. They're trying to find Era. They found him now. There's gonna be a Vendetta going up. He does have another Fisher though, but he can't get it off anymore. Nick's picking up another kill for virtus.pro, the second kill. But is it actually worth losing their Phantom Lancer for? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's right. Once again, that was actually okay for Fnatic, but I don't know why Era didn't TP out there. He bought a TP and then he just didn't TP out. Like, he was probably watching something or talking to his teammates somewhere, deciding where to TP maybe, but he just didn't TP, and he would have survived, and that would have been a lot better.
Now we're gonna be seeing Tim out rotating bottom, looking for a kill upon Flyer. There's gonna be the Impale. There's gonna be Mana Burn, but here comes the Web. Here comes Era as well. Has got a Fisher, planning on landing it right on the top of that. Gets it up on the Nyx. As he is trying to get, he actually blocked himself out. And still, it's Clockwork that goes down as well as a Shadow Dam, so at least it's a trade. And we're gonna be seeing Timawalt finishing up, well, he's just gonna be getting away quite safely. In the meantime, Trixie getting surrounded once again. Gonna be having a telekinesis to stop his surge. And it's gonna be actually surrounded. There's just 2 illusions of the Nyx actually that are hanging around. Trixie will
I
be able
think
to
Trixie
get
could have just, yeah, if Trixie just shelled himself and then M-clicked the Rubik, he would have killed the Rubik and probably gotten out in time too. He wasted a couple seconds there dealing with the PL, and after Rubik used his spells, Rubik seriously has nothing. He's level 4, and yeah, he could have secured the kill, gotten out. Regardless, it's okay because he didn't die either, but there was an opportunity to make a big play there, and I think he missed it.
We're gonna be seeing Hani being lucky that he got the Invis Room right before Timawalt got it. It's quite funny.
Oh, that's always convenient.
Yep, and the courier is gonna come to get the empty bottle away. In the meantime, is of course, I mean, Hani, he is still farming this. The woods were stacked for him. Managed to get himself some tranquil boots. It is indeed, yeah. The stacking was of course done by Fly, and he's just been helping his teammate out with that. And he is just still securely farming. I'm actually gonna put up the net worth because that's gonna be more interesting to see. It is well, does it only count 1 meepo? I don't think it works properly.
XP per minute 460, gold per minute 345.
No, net worth, because net worth is only the same as he has in his inventory, as in his bank, not what he has on his hero. Oh, wait a second, Timawalt looking for Hani. Has to dive the tower for it, gets spotted out, goes back.
Yeah, in terms of items, he actually doesn't have that much, but yeah, it's not counting his gold. I'm not.
Well, it is only counting his gold, not counting his items, I would say.
Is that supposed to be a bug? Because for example, Hani's at 3k, but his inventory is not worth 3k, and neither is his gold.
So,
So it should add up.
Well, it should add up.
Okay.
Like net worth is combined items and gold in your inventory, and for No Tail is not working because it's only showing his gold. So that's gonna be a stat that I won't be showing this game, and he's actually highest up on gold per minute. That looks more like it.
Yeah.
350 gold per minute almost. An airman who is trying to continue farming as well. He's not even at 300, and he is getting harassed a lot by these iron shells. Does of course have tranquils, but still it's going to be annoying. TP incoming to try and help kill off fly. Perhaps they should profit off with bouncing through as well. And Impale up on 2, and they also got Air with that. Who's got burned mana from the cogs.
Man.
That should be another kill. It's gonna be a double kill for NS, and now the Tamer Wild looking for a kill upon No Tail. The Vendetta is there. Is he gonna be diving the tower? He's finding Trixie instead, though. Trixie just hanging around. Oh, he's actually backing off. He's not going for it just yet.
Wow, that actually changed things slightly. You see Santa's skill build? It's extremely unorthodox to skip Battery Assault as a whole. A lot of people would actually just max it because of the solo kill potential. But he got 2 cogs. And because of the 2 cogs, Era's mana got burned so much that he didn't have enough for a Fisher.
Yeah, it was quite painful. He came in to help his teammate and went down for it.
I don't know what to say, man. Era just got like, I don't know, maybe metagame advantaged or outplayed. I don't know what to say about that one. Nope. This is certainly new to me, maxing power or getting power cogs over battery.
Well, it worked. I have to say
it did. It really did.
It did. And double kill for the Rubik also. I mean, not bad. He wasn't doing too bad on the farm. I mean, he hadn't died yet, etc. But with those 2 kills, he will actually be able to get his core items. He gets his boots. He well, gets a bit of wards probably as well. What did he just bring? Smokes, wands. It's all good stuff. A bit of core items up in your supports is always good at the start of the game because it can make all the difference. And we have actually got Tamer Wild with a Vendetta up, looking for a kill. Has got a regen rune in his bubble as well. Looks like he's gonna try to find Trixie perhaps.
Yeah, he is gonna find them, but he actually won't kill Trixie if he finds him. He'll need the Prophet's help. I think he needs to go for the Shadow Demon. And yeah, looks like just by the tides of the luck, he's just gonna end up skipping all heroes, so there's no attention diversion. He's gonna get Fly. He's gonna go straight for the Shadow Demon.
Realizing there has to be careful about the sentry ward that is around there, though.
Man, Fnatic's warding is ridiculously good. These, like, all that map vision they have and their preparation for Nyx Assassin, this is really changing a lot. I mean, they're still getting the short end of the stick in the sense that they're getting killed here and there because of the global presence of Prophet, as well as a couple of mismaneuvers. But their preparation for the Nyx is quite stellar, and this is actually really nice to see.
Yeah, it's actually very even in terms of gold and experience. Not 1k in favor of either, and less than 1k difference basically is no difference at all at this stage of the game, I would say. But in terms of farm, I mean, we have got KSI, of course, having a Hand of Midas now complete, so he'll be able to farm a bit faster. We have got Meepo on the other hand, who's got multiple Meepos. He actually picked himself up the Blink Dagger already, so he is going to be farming very fast as well, as that was Tinker actually going down.
Oh, that is such a big deal. Honey going down. He has his boots to travel, but the fact that he died, that's actually a really, really big deal. Now he's got to play a little bit more carefully, straight up.
And that is, well, he has his boots to travel, so yeah, like you said, it's gonna be interesting to see how far he can get ahead, because right now, I mean, we're gonna see a couple of people spiking up because of those items that they have, because of the levels that they have, and the question is who spikes up fastest, I'd say.
Yeah, but once again, I think PL and VP's lineup just at the end of the day they have the advantage with this whole regard. Yeah. Like Fnatic, they had to make something happen with the Tinker, and right now, like, Tinker's trying to play this farming against the PL. That essentially all it does is that, like, you can hold off PL's pushes early, but at the end of the day, you're playing a death game where you're fighting against the clock. Eventually, PL will just get too big, just as you mentioned earlier, where if he just gets more items, the March is just not going to do enough.
Yeah, I love this, by the way. Like, the sentry ward just vanished. There's actually a new ward just already up. Man. Impale, fly, you're dead. Boom.
Wow.
They just placed a new sentry though. Like, the virtus.pro just came in with the smoke, of course, and yeah, they decided to go for a different route before they went to bottom, and because of that they actually dodged the sentries. But I don't think it mattered anyway. I mean, those cogs were kind of spot on. Yeah,
they were. And so this bottom tower is gonna go down for sure. KSI has a mech and Midas. He was actually not doing all that well in terms of farm early, especially with rotating top with his teleport and not successfully killing the Darkseer.
Tamer Wild goes for No Tail, Meepo dead!
Meepo down, guys.
And Trixie surging himself out, doesn't want to be caught in the mess here. Here comes a Sprout from KSI. And no, here does not come a Sprout from KSI. That would have been also a tangle regardless, but doesn't want to use it that way. Or didn't get in range anymore. We did see the button light up, but it looks like we're gonna see the second tower getting picked up.
Yeah, that's right. VP actually just killed somebody at bottom, forced the TP that canceled, took a tower, killed the main carry of Fnatic at the top lane, and now they're gonna take another tower. If they don't just take mid and then go Roshan, I don't know. Like I feel like you can just do so many things right now, and after they just farm up their jungle a little bit because they just have their spells come off cooldown and their Midas came off cooldown kind of stuff, they're gonna farm their jungle, rotate mid for that tier 1 or finish off the tier 1 at top, and then they're just gonna Rosh. I don't think Fnatic has what it takes to stop it. They do in terms of spells, but their levels are just not there because even with March and Vacuum and Earthshaker, if your heroes just die too fast, then they're just gonna die too fast.
Yep. Well, it's gonna be indeed tough for Fnatic. I mean, I have to say, I don't think of course, Meepo from No-Tail is kind of famous, and they did win one game with it, I believe, but I have to say, against a Phantom Lancer, it feels to me like a, dying breath kind of thing. Like, okay, you know what, we're probably not gonna win against a Phantom Lancer again, but we might as well try, and then try at least a Meepo. So that's what it kind of feels like. For me. I'm not gonna take a shot at their mentality because I possibly can't guess. If anything, I guess I would agree with what you said to an extent. I'm not too sure if they thought they were gonna win with the Meepo against PL, but it was. I'm not even sure if it was worth a try, to be honest. I don't see that happening ever. Like, I don't think that's gonna work. I guess virtus.pro is the kind of team that, for my point of view, does like to know what they're gonna be playing against. So in that term, a sense of surprise would go a long way against them. But I'm not sure if that's the case in this way. Not with them picking up Nyx and Phantom Lancer, and they're seeming to be very comfortable with the lineup that they have. With Tamer Wildner also having a Blink Dagger complete and all the items just getting big up on their team, and it's gonna get tough. And why did you pause the game?
That was a misclick.
Don't do that.
Whoops.
Please.
That was a misclick. I was trying to look for the tabs on the gold. So with regards to the gold though, there is 4K. Actually, the advantage is only 4K.
Yeah.
I thought VP would have more gold than that. But the
very
EXP graph, pardon me?
It was the same for a very long time. Like,
Yeah, I'm not sure why the
only
gold
the tower
advantage is
that
only
just
4K.
dropped.
Yeah,
well,
this is
because
actually
of the
really
Meepo.
good.
Meepo farmed really well at the bottom lane. He's got himself a Blink Dagger. He was really doing well, and they're actually gonna go for Emran here. Sentry Ward is being put down as well, but the Doppelwalk is still there. Is it gonna be in time? Looks like it is. And now the TPs come in. Here also comes Tamer out. Has gonna Vendetta up if he wants to try and go for it, but he doesn't want to dive the tower. Rockster will still fly towards him, and he won't pop a Spec Carapace for that because he's too cool for that. But
Yeah.
it is it is gonna be a failed gank up on the Phantom Lancer. I like the thing though. I mean, and they didn't really use anything big for it, just a blink in and a Fissure in the net. Potential's there.
You're right. Yeah, it wasn't much of a commitment. So yeah, it was a little bit of damage done. But I'm still quite staggered. I'm not sure why the gold graph indicates this because even with No-Tail's farm, I mean, you look at KSI and you look at the PL and you even look at there's KSI, PL, and you even look at the Nyx Assassin. They all have. Oh, you know what? I guess it's the honey factor. He does have a point booster up, and I was actually gonna say something about his point booster. That item on that hero, I'm not sure why he's doing it. I have literally no idea. It's probably entirely for stats. Maybe you can survive the Nyx's burst or something like that. But that was just I don't agree with that choice at all. Tinker is a hero that needs to get his core items up, and point booster is not a core item.
No, and in the meantime, the gank happened again. Same thing. No-Tail and Era going at him, and they got the kill. On the bottom lane, the tier 2 tower is gonna get pressured. So 2 kills. Nice trade, I guess, for Fnatic losing their Tinker for a Phantom Lancer. Good to have a kill finally up on the Phantom Lancer. He died twice now already. But the ball is still in favor of, or the game is still in favor of virtus.pro. For now, at least. Fissure going through Santa's cogs. Trixie gonna try to go for Santa, actually. Is just still deciding what he's gonna go for. It feels like he doesn't really know yet. Now he pops a surge, but gets telekinesis instantly. And is gonna run right into the Rubik. There goes No Tail taking a lot of damage. Impale Mechanism trying to help out. Here comes more Meepos and the Echo Slam. Tamer Wild is gonna not be able to pick up No Tail, but NS is also gonna be able to pick up Era. So a double kill going his way, but he is gonna get dropped down. Demonic Purge going through, and Darkseer ending his dominating streak. 3 for 2, but so, Meepo going down.
I gotta say, like, visually speaking, yeah, 3 to 2 kills, and it looks really good in the sense that, yeah, they took a fight and they won it. But honestly, though, if you look at it from the intrinsic point of view, just looking at it from VP's perspective, they had 2 of their heroes. They're 2 of their most farm core heroes, PL and Prophet, and by far most important on their team, not be present in the fight, and they still took down 2 heroes on their side of the map. Like, that really does go to show, even though their kill number was different. And VP's lineup is, I mean, they're looking to dominate. This PL, once again, he's got the Diffusal in his Yasha. This Prophet has so many items also, with 2k in board. If he gets a Shadow Blade, he's just going to start split pushing also. I'm actually curious as to why they didn't take Roshan yet, but, I mean, Rosh is always there, so you can take it later.
Yeah, and I don't think Fnatic can take him just yet.
Yeah.
And, of course, I mean, virtus.pro, they still managed to get a tier 2 tower as well out of that one. In the meantime, all their towers, bar that one tower on top, are still standing. I guess it's only 1 tower difference, considering the other tier 1s are still standing as well. But still, it's quite the intrusion on your map side, I'd say. Losing your tier 1 towers and tier 2 tower on the safe lane. So they're gonna be left with a bit of a less farm, and instantly we already see a blind TP from KSI towards the enemy jungle, just to prove how comfortable he is.
Yeah, that was actually, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, as spectator point of view, you might not see it, but as you, I'm glad you caught on that. That's actually a really bold thing to do sometimes. I mean, they had 2 heroes at the side, but if Fnatic was actually smoke ganked, and I know VP saw a couple of heroes on the map, they don't see all the heroes, so yeah, that TP was a little bit risky.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's basically an example of how he feels his team stands in the game right now. They are ahead, the map is theirs, and in the meantime, Timwell's gonna get ganked up by Trixie and a couple of Meepos, but he pops his Vendetta, Sentry Ward goes down, he's actually gonna get a Demonic Purge, but are they gonna be catching him in time? I don't think they are. Soul Catchers there, but he is gonna be staying alive. Trixie not able to chase up on that. We have got Hanny here though, and it's gonna be an S that's still gonna get picked up.
Threw away his life for that one. I don't think that was necessary. He was gonna live. Wait, well, what's he doing? Why didn't he pop his Magic Stick?
Demonic Purge and Magic Stick forgotten. 11 stacks. Oh my god, he just
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, and that's a pause saying,
1 minute, something's wrong.
Messed
Something's
up.
wrong. Internal problems.
Need to flame teammate.
I have no idea. Oh,
that shouldn't have happened. He should have been so safe. I was thinking, like, if there was someone else going down on the map, it might have been someone in the mid lane or something, but him still going down. I mean, in that case, I mean, I was almost gonna say a lot of resources wasted for Fnatic, but they got the kill. Not just the support Rubik, but they got Tamer Wild as well.
Yeah, those are just free kills, and that was actually really good. What they did there was really good. But it's unfortunate because after something like that, you really should be able to take Roshan or something. And the fact that they can't just means that they're looking to expand their little bit of map presence they have by constantly just picking up little skirmishes. But I still think at the end of the day, when a big team fight occurs, Honey has his Blink Dagger up, but just the core items up on VP like that, and the lack of presence of Nature's Prophet as well as PL in some of these fights, they don't exactly tell the whole tale.
Yeah, it's basically Fnatic trying to fight virtus.pro, and virtus.pro either evading fights or taking them with not their whole team present, and they're still getting some kills out of that one sometimes, like we saw in the bottom lane.
Yep.
But in the meantime, that's all they want. They want to keep Fnatic busy so that Airman can farm, and he is farming quite hard.
He is,
actually.
yeah. And honestly, No-Tail's been playing a very good Meepo. Obviously, not taking credit away, but I just don't think Meepo is going to be enough as the game progresses. It's just when PL gets a Manta, he can get out of the net. And not to mention that before Meepo gets his combo off, PL might actually just be able to burst down one of the clones. So yeah, Airman's gonna continue farming the jungle. Hani's doing his little trick now with Tinker, what he's good for.
Oh, Tamer Wild finding a lot of people here, is gonna be running into 3 heroes from Fnatic. Echo Slam being used, and that's gonna be his gem gun if he's not careful, but Darkseer roll goes up,
man.
and he still managed to kill off the Earthshaker. He will go down for it though. with the gem dropping on the floor, and it's gonna be picked up by the Meepo, or one of them anyways.
Yeah, that was good for Fnatic, but I think Team My Wild, in the panic of the situation, he played it well. He used his Vendetta for the last click on the ES, and then he tried to escape, of course, to no avail. However, when he actually Vendetta, he could have just walked up top, because there was no way they could chase him in the invis, and he might have been able to blink out in time. And that would have probably been better for them. Exchanging your Nyx Assassin for the Earthshaker at this point is really not worth it for them.
No, in the meantime, no chill. I mean, you know, the thing why you pick up a Meepo is probably because at some point he's gonna be the fastest farmer ever, because basically 5 heroes to farm with. But he is still quite far behind that Phantom Lancer.
You're right. Yeah, he's not snowballing at all.
No, he is. I mean, we talked about him when he was on 350, and the Phantom Lancer was not even at 300, and he was doing amazingly well. But he's only at 377, which is still, I mean, it's an improvement, but only by 20 gold extra per minute, which is what I would expect more at this time, especially since in that time, the Phantom Lancer has actually gotten about 130, 140 gold per minute extra since that time.
Goodness gracious, he's balling out of control.
He is doing really well for himself, and he is not getting pressured at all. And in the meantime, we do have virtus.pro actually farming out the enemy jungle, and they might be trying to find a fight here, because they're just roaming around looking for something, or at least trying to deny farm for Fnatic. Fnatic has to be constantly aware of where everybody of virtus.pro is, constantly trying to do something, while virtus.pro, I think they're quite comfortable where they are right now.
Yeah, they really are. They're actually playing extremely safe right now, and I guess this is the curse of Game 3. A lot of these some of these best of 3 matches, you tend to notice like sometimes action packs, sometimes a lot of big mistakes, sometimes stomps, and then Game 3 all of a sudden becomes a stalemate between two, I guess, really good teams. And that's kind of what's happening right now. There were some early kills and yeah, a couple of blunders here and there earlier, but right now it's just, yeah, it's a stalemate. They're just farming each other's. Well, I guess VP's farming their jungle and then trying to put pressure. But Fnatic's no longer taking any engagements. It's been a couple of minutes since the last one. And yeah, now the stacked Ancients are going to go down. And without even a PL, they're just going to do a team Ancient. So team bonding moment there.
Yep. Everybody experienced. Yay. Looks like we might see them trying to go for the Phantom Lancer, so they have got that gem, so maybe they can try and do it with Justin Tinker and the Meepo. I don't think there's enough lockdown.
Yeah, they might be able to get lucky with instant burst, rocket hitting, laser hitting, that kind of stuff, Meepo follow up, but I don't see it happening with the Manta style, especially with the map presence. They don't have any vision on the enemy jungle. They actually have no idea where VP is right now. I think it's safe to assume for them that like VP could be just rushing right now, but I mean, they're not reacting to anything at all. They're just playing really, really safe, and VP is just satisfied with just farming the enemy jungle once again.
Yeah, because at this time it is virtus.pro that gets the Radiant jungle, they get the Dire jungle, they get the lanes, and they get the Ancients apparently as well, and they're probably going to be able to get Roshan as well, because I don't think Fnatic can contest that, as they have already proven by not going in on that, and Fnatic actually trying to secure their own jungle. They have 5 heroes committed to this, even Hani jumping in, and they are on the hunt. Gonna find Santa first with the cogs, gonna try to run himself away. Fisher is not, well, is still gonna go down. Rockets will fly. Here comes a blinker from one Meepo, but he gets telekinesis straight away. Darkseer Wall goes up and Pale from the sidelines. Tamer Wild gonna be here as well. Nobody's still going down, but No Tail is still gonna drop by the Vendetta of Tamer Wild. And the rest is just the escape of Fnatic, scattering instantly because they don't have their carry anymore. They don't have anything anymore, and it's gonna be Fly trying to TP out. Impale still and Trixie on the sideline. Fly still able to get himself out with very low HP.
Holy moly.
And Era gonna be trying to TP out. Nope, you can't.
Yep, that's 3 dead.
That is 3 dead. It is gonna be Tamer Wild flying for Trixie. Impale hits. Is there any more shutdown? Are the cogs gonna be there? Battery assaults actually.
There will be, yeah.
Now,
he dropped the battery
or the
first.
cogs. Those surge for you, Trixie. And that is gonna be another kill to go on the way of virtus.pro. And the buybacks happen. They want to try to take this down, but virtus.pro say, well, we got your buybacks. That's all we wanted. Might be not enough though. It is gonna be No Tail that goes down again after buying back. That is such a huge loss.
Oh my gosh, and he dropped the smiley
and
face.
Hani!
Oh man, he dropped smiley faces.
Oh, bad mannered smiley faces as they pick off the Tinker as well. Hello, Airman. Welcome to the fight, they say.
Holy moly, do you see what NS is doing? Holy crap.
That is bad manners.
Oh my gosh, he is going hard on him.
But he returns with a smiley face. They might be friends, and it might be friendly banter.
Actually, I gotta say, there's actually a lot of drama between VP and Fnatic. Basically, there was a tournament where VP was late to, and Fnatic decided to take the forfeit win. And then there was another tournament just after that one that Fnatic was able to secure a spot by, I think it was by time rating or something of that sort. But like in essence, in NS's point of view, it was like basically Fnatic screwed them over a second time. And then you know remember when you were mentioning the No Tail Meepo game?
Yeah.
The one that he won, yeah, it was actually against VP, and VP was
Ah.
vocally pissed in that game too. Like NS did a little bit of trash talk there, and now we see the smiley faces, and now we
He gets
see.
his revenge!
Oh my gosh!
Sweet, sweet revenge. We're gonna
This
see
is-
KSI in a lot of trouble though. He's gonna get picked up. Mechanism not gonna help him out. He's gonna go down. But in the meantime, the entire bottom lane is cleared. So I think virtus.pro are pretty happy right now.
Yeah, I gotta say, KSI
Ooh,
bought.
Trixie gets hooked up on, and buyback from KSI is going to be helping out here as well. Trixie's going to be disrupted, but that's only delaying the execution, I think. No help for him,
Yep.
even though the fish was still there. Oh, no, Tail going to go for KSI again. He killed him off just
There's
before.
still a kill.
Is he going to go down again? I think he has barrels to help.
Yep,
Team!
yep.
Team! No team, no dead. No Tail getting the kill. Team
So
back
now
out towards the other side.
we'd be getting a little bit too aggressive now. I mean, once again, it's okay at this point. It's quite clear with the bottom Raxes. Like when you take a Raxes in such convincing fashion, with picking all those buildings like that, it just goes to show that there's a huge dominance. They can actually just go for Roshan anytime with the PL and then end it. But I guess they'd rather play it safe. After the trash talk, you need to back it up. So, but yeah, this is VP's game to take, and Fnatic, they're a draft. I don't know. No Tail's trying to sneak in a nice little Roshan here.
Yeah, as Era goes down to
It's-
his own Fisher. Nice.
Yeah. Even if this works, I don't see them coming back. And I don't know. I just don't think the Meepo. He picked up a really fast blink. No Tail being No Tail, it did have a game impact. It just was not enough against VP's heroes.
Oh, they don't know he's there.
No, they don't.
Oh, that is so funny.
Yeah. He is gonna get this.
He is definitely gonna get that. In the meantime, it's gonna be no, nothing else in return for it. They just lost the ages, and they meepo themselves out there real fast. Blink
Good
and
space.
TP and poof, 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 poof.
The poofs from that guy, they are so fast.
Yep. And that's gonna be. I mean, they still have a Tinker. They still have Fisher. And a Darkseer, so that's a lot of turtle potential. But the question is, how long can you actually turtle against the split pushing Phantom Lance that they can split push 3 lanes at once?
Pretty much.
Because it's gonna
Even-
get tougher and tougher and tougher. And he has got his heart, he has got his Manta style. And, you know, he is happy. He is a happy Phantom Lancer.
The cancer is about to spread, boys. That's what's going to go down.
We're gonna see March's Machines helped out. There's actually Tinker who's still having his casual point booster just for his extra HP to survive the initial burst that comes out from virtus.pro, I would believe.
Yeah, man, seriously. That has got to be the most casual point booster I've seen in my life. I really don't like that. I mean, it allows you to get your rearm a little bit faster, because Tinker is extremely mana starved, especially when you're spamming, but
Yeah.
man, I really don't like that point booster. I think it's a terrible idea.
Well, what we're gonna see, because he, of course, he gets some extra survivability with that as well. The question is, you know, what would you get instead of it, and yeah.
Yeah, well, the
Would
thing
have
is,
been
personally...
would have that been able to help you out better than like casual point booster?
Yeah, in this game it's hard to say, no doubt about it. But I mean, like something that can actually scale, Ghost Scepter, if even trying to save for an ultimate orb, even if you never turn out to get it. Like it's just the fact that when you invest the 1.2k on your point booster, Tinker does not farm ridiculously fast. And to be completely honest, there's a lot of luck involved in March of the Machines, because sometimes if you just go through a lane and start spamming March, you might actually get the entire wave, and you might get it fast. And you might even get the EXP just as you're TPing out because you did it so fast. But other times, you're not going to get it even when you're TPing, so you'll not only miss the EXP, but sometimes like you just miss all 4 creeps just because your March luck is so bad. And then, and that's really just like, that really does hinder your gameplay. And there's a lot of these small TRD luck factor kind of things in a lot of games.
I just have to say, before it gets ruined, because Meepo got a lot of gold, he has got enough. Well, he's not got enough yet for his Aghanim. Same for Clockwork, actually. But there are 4 pink balls on the map.
There are.
Yes. There's a point booster on No Tail. There's a point booster on Trixie, as well as on Honey, as well as on Santa. Yay.
Yeah.
And I think KSI should get one as well, because that would look cool.
Just to join the club, right, KSI?
Yeah, that would be cool. But he can actually get that. I mean, he's got 3.2k gold. What is he gonna get?
Yeah, he is extremely farmed. Holy moly. And of course, there's a lot of wonderful colored dots on this game that you wouldn't normally see. There's dots, blue dots on the top, blue dots in the radiant base. There's gray dots.
I know.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
so many heroes on the minimap.
Yeah, man. It's just
Everybody
what a
likes
colorful
it.
game this is.
Really colorful game. Yeah. They just really tried to see if there was a real one in there. Rockets being spammed up in illusions. I guess it's not too bad. Clears out the illusions real fast. If you're not afraid that the real one is in there anyway. But it's the same story as we saw before. virtus.pro, they're dominating the map on everywhere, like in the Radiant jungle, in the Dire jungle, and it's gonna be Fnatic who's only able to farm like in their lanes, and now on the bottom lane even having to wait until the creep wave hits their tower, and then even more so, like, okay, they've got 3 lanes, but then one of the lanes is only giving half amount of gold. So it's gonna be harder and harder for them to keep themselves in the game. The gold graph is going 14k gold in favor of virtus.pro, with the experience around 17, I'd say. 16.
Holy moly! Yeah, that is quite the difference, especially when you're facing a PL.
Yeah.
So yeah, looks like VP is just content with getting some of their core items up, and then they're just gonna go for the finisher. Maybe they might actually just be waiting out No Tail's Aegis. I say it might actually not matter since he'll just have buyback. But well, if he has buyback, then he can't buy his Aghanim, so I guess that does matter. But regardless, yeah, this PL
might be able to find me. He's got a double damage rune and a vendetta up. Is he
that
tanky enough? He might be actually tanky enough.
Where's KSI?
He poofs himself away.
No, there's no KSI.
Tanky enough indeed.
Yeah.
Tanky Meepo.
Yeah, that was the main one.
Yeah.
So I mean, the other ones might have survived too, but less likely because the main one not only has a little bit more stats, but it also has armor, and that's important to note.
Yep. We're gonna be seeing constantly though the map control. Look at the wards alone, and there's instantly gonna be a sentry ward because those 2 camps were still gonna get farmed by Fnatic, and they didn't want that. They're gonna be cleaning out the ward. They're gonna be cogging up on fly, vacuum back in. Pipe goes up. No Tail just jumps himself in there, but has to run himself back out. March of the Machines marking his exit. They can't get anything done. But on the sidelines, it is gonna be the Nyx that's able to pick up Era on his Earthshaker. Lands his hit in the base. virtus.pro, they march on and they force everybody of Fnatic back inside their base with really minimum amount of effort. Just surviving is all that it takes for them. And I mean, it sounds like really stupid, but they just didn't do anything really. Well, Fnatic threw all their stuff at them and they didn't die. Oh, No Tail finding himself his Team Wild, gonna be popping his Vendetta to get himself away. Lasers hitting, not doing that much as one Meepo backs off. And he's gonna get, that one Meepo though, that one Meepo is getting bashed on. That is gonna be the Aegis gone. Moving 5 Meepos up just in 1 second again, as they're gonna try to take him down as well. Focusing on 1 is all that it takes. Nice Impale up on 4, and that is gonna be the second death. He has got a cooldown on his buyback, I believe. We're gonna see Fly, gonna get taken down. Buyback from the Meepo still, like you said. We're gonna see also the Shadow Demon buying back. Not bad, more flames from an S.
Not bad. Wow.
And No Tail gonna go down, 2nd time in a row. That is not the way you want to be buying back. And that is gonna be the 2nd set of racks going down. I don't think Hani can stop this. Gets himself Spike Carapace, 4 staff up on NS, taking a lot of damage from those March of the Machines, but it's gonna be able to help kill off Hani, I think, anyways. Gonna get spikes, gonna get a kill. GG gets cold, and virtus.pro take the series 2-1. They will be marching on to the winners bracket, while Fnatic gets dropped down to the losers bracket, and will face either Liquid or No Tidehunter, and that match is gonna be played up tomorrow in the best out of 3. But first, Empire versus Mousesports for the 2nd best out of 3 series today. Any final words on this match?
A good match. Oh, boy, the BM in this game, I'm loving it. So entertaining.
And virtus.pro is still winning, of course, with their PL, winning 2 games in a row with that actually, and the game that they didn't have the PL, they lost.
Yeah, goes to show you something about that hero, huh?
Yeah. Well, we'll see how Empire vs Mousesports do. I think we're gonna see a bit of different paced games with different types of carry. I hope anyway. I hope that's gonna be the case. We're gonna have to wait until the throne explodes before we're gonna be picking up that one. Because we'll jump ourselves right into that one. I don't think there's gonna be any downtime, so stick around. Empire vs Mousesports will be coming up on this channel right after this commercial from our sponsors, Ritmix, and my outro, and then we're gonna be heading ourselves to the next game. So don't go anywhere.